going on? How's everyone doing?
Shout out to Colin. Everybody else who's cool with Colin.
Chucky, I didn't say.
Get your popcorn and your Coca-Cola and relax.
Anyway, tell Colin I'm ready.
What's going on? This is Colin. How's everybody doing? Happy Tuesday, part 2. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's having a good day so far. All right. I've got 2 good clips. One Judge Stevens, one Judge Webster. First one, defendant's in a little bit of trouble, a lot of bit of trouble. And he talks back. And then the Judge Webster clip, we got a little hostility from the prosecutor. All right, before I hit that play button, you already know what to do. Hit the like and subscribe to your Jump Kickback clips. Let's go.
I'm sorry?
No. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you know this man? Who's your attorney? Have you ever met him before? John West? You just met him?
Yes.
Okay. Did you get retained? Are you retained?
No, I'm court appointed as part of Defender.
Let me ask you, first of all, are you employed anywhere?
No, I'm working.
Do you have any income at all?
I'm working like labor max and stuff.
Do you have any income at all? Is my question to you,
I
sir.
mean, no, I don't have to. I mean, it's a side job, but like it's not.
I
every
can't
day.
understand. Yeah, you're gonna have to.
Speak long player.
I said it's not every day. Not an everyday job.
Because this says you have 0 income.
Nah, yeah.
This is
I
what
mean,
you
I don't
signed
work-
under oath.
I don't work every day. I ain't working none of this.
Do you work part-time or does everybody else pay your way through life? What's the deal?
Just tell her.
You have to be independent, right?
Just tell her that I work every night.
Doing what?
Just tell her that labor max and people really.
You know what? When I ask you questions, I expect an answer for you straightforward. Okay? And don't criticize me. You're the one charged with a 3rd-degree felony here. You need to navigate this responsibly. It's saying that you didn't follow the rules. So just please be courteous, okay? Can you do that? Can you do that?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. You're charged with this 3rd-degree felony of assault of a family member by choking them. This carries with it up to 10 years in prison. Do you understand? 10 years in prison. Okay. Have you ever been charged with an offense before?
Yeah,
You ever been convicted of anything before?
not knowing.
Listen closely. Have you ever been convicted of anything before? What?
Misdemeanor gun case.
Where? In what county? Have you lived in China your whole life?
Not from out there.
It says you live in China.
Yeah, but I'm not from out
Do we have a problem communicating here? I'm asking you, have you lived there your whole life?
there. Yeah, I lived out there, but I.
Be nice and courteous, or you get a timeout in the box, okay? How long have you lived in China?
2 years.
Before that,
My 2nd year.
before that, where did you live?
Bowling
Okay, and how long did you live in Beaumont?
all my life.
Okay, you were born here? Where'd you go to school?
A lot of places.
A lot of places. No, did you graduate from high school?
No.
Let me see. I don't know. I don't know that. Let's see. Oh, yeah. It says you've been arrested 9 times, including this one. And this isn't the first family violence. 2 marijuanas, unlawfully carrying a weapon, evading detention, resisting arrest, and assault. What's let me see some of the dispositions.
This is the 4th offense with the same lady. Each of the other 3 offenses have been dismissed. the state's going to proceed on this case, whether she's going to cooperate or not, because we have a video as well as 2 independent witnesses.
This was dismissed because it was-
This is you're saying this is the fourth time
This
he's
is the
charged
fourth
with
time.
assaulting that lady?
Yes, sir. So whether or not she cooperates, I'm going to move forward with prosecution.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He was speaking. You get a chance to speak. That's rude. Everybody knows that. We learned that in 3rd grade, not to interrupt people. Thank you. You just don't follow the rules.
Yeah, this guy. It's not going to get any better. Doesn't get any better for him. You'll find out. Yeah, interrupting people, giving the judge attitude. 2 things you don't want to do. In court, at least. Well, in general. But yeah, okay, let's go.
Whether it's law or decorum, you got to treat people politely. Harm no one. Live honestly. Give each person respect. Assaulting somebody 4 times doesn't show that you're doing that. Did you just interrupt me again? See, we learned that when we were kids. My goodness, you're gonna have to take your first step at a time here. You're rude. Pull that last one. The one before that. The position.
Jason Jail.
So you did 6 months for the resisting arrest? You did 6 months for the resisting arrest in 21?
All 3 of these were disposed of at the same time.
What, show me were they all misdemeanor?
Yes, sir, all misdemeanors. He got 100 days in jail for all of them. And then it was like the 2 marijuana possession and then this unlawfully carrying. This because he was moving those 3. So all of this was taken care of.
2 weapons,
Today.
2 weapons and the resisting arrest? Okay,
The resisting, the evading, and the weapons charge were all convictions. The
okay.
second weapons charge and the 2 marijuana was dismissed due to the evidence of those.
I know, right? When I start talking, Judge Stevens is going to be ready to go. Anyways, this guy's a real gem, isn't he?
This
Seems like a real nice
cause
guy.
affidavit states that the victim said you strangled her with both of your hands. She couldn't breathe for several minutes. You have assaulted her several times and she wished to file charges. And so here you are. You said there's a video of that?
There is, yes.
Okay.
That, and there are 2 store clerks where this happened that witnessed the event as well.
All right, here's what is your bond right now?
My bond was 15.
Sure.
Huh?
I'm sure it's probably 15,000. It's probably 1,500.
Yes, we paid 10%.
Yes, he paid 1,500. Bond out.
Correct, 15,000.
Okay, what else? Is that it? Are there any other conditions? Okay, here's what you're going to be ordered to do. Have no contact with this lady. You understand? Huh? Okay, and you're going to have you're ordered to have a GPS device on you so I know where you are so you don't contact her. Okay? That's a condition of your mom. You find that funny?
No.
Yeah, well, I don't see anything funny here. This is pretty serious by assaulting ladies. This is, you know what? You can sit over at timeout when you learn to quit interrupting. All right, we'll go.
He failed his drug test.
Oh no, I wanted to pause it before you heard that. Yeah, he got a drug test while I was sitting in timeout. Judge did make him sit over there for about, I don't know, probably 30 to 40 minutes. I was waiting for part 2 of this case, so I'm just sitting there watching, waiting. Yeah, failed his drug test. Oh, he going to jail.
What's his bond, Colbert?
It is $15,000, sir.
Yeah, your bond, you have failed your drug test, you've got marijuana in you, which is illegal. While on bond, you cannot commit a crime, like having drugs in you.
No, so this is what I'm saying.
You have the scientific test, so the drugs are in you, your bond is revoked, and it's 15.
Currently $15,000.
It will be 30,000, plus you have to have a drug patch as a condition of bond. You'll be taken into custody. Please follow the rules. John,
If I got out of the jail on bond,
that's enough.
I mean, I'm still dirty, right?
Hmm?
I'm still dirty, right? If I
No.
got out of the jail on bond, right? Yeah, because I was smoking while I was on bond, before I went to jail.
What do you want to, you want me to revoke your bond until the case is disposed? What are you asking for?
Sir, all I'm saying is if I'm on bond, right? I know I'm on bond.
Yeah, no, you have to get a drug patch as a condition of bond, and that will test you.
Arrested in jail.
I will test you immediately. It will test immediately. And if it shows up dirty, then you'll be arrested again, and we'll go through this one more time.
No, I ain't trying to arrest. I ain't trying to arrest again.
Yeah.
I ain't been doing
Well, you're
that.
taken into custody and until you have a drug patch on and your bond is double. And that's,
Yeah, but that's crazy because
That's crazy.
I just got out of jail.
I'll tell you what's crazy is whatever you do when you commit crimes, that's what's crazy.
Yeah, but if I went
And to
jail-
use drugs while on,
No,
to
I
use
did
drugs.
not use drugs before that. If I'm smoking weed don't stay in your system for 6 months to a year, right? That mean I just bonded out on this case. It ain't even
You
been a
got
whole
drugs
year.
in you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it haven't been a whole year.
Okay.
That's what I'm
The,
saying.
the debate is over with. You're in custody, period. In the ball
Yeah,
game.
well, it is.
The scientific tests showed that you had drugs in
It was
you.
so dirty anyway.
Yeah. You know what?
I was using
Bond.
drugs when I was using drugs before I bonded out.
You know, you're going to jail. It's unwise to do things to put yourself in jail.
Yeah, but before I went to jail, I was already.
And talking isn't going to change my mind.
I know it.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Follow the rules.
Judge, do you still want to have the GPS device that you ordered?
Oh, he was still talking on his way out too. Yep, he's going to jail. Anyways, let's go to the next one. Next one's a little bit shorter. Judge Webster. Yeah, she gets some attitude towards her, let's say. All right, let's go.
We are on the record in the 13th Judicial District, the District Court of Greenwood County, Kansas. Case number 2024 CR2, State of Kansas versus Margarita Exiga. Please announce appearances.
Court, the state appears by Jill Gillette, County Attorneys.
Chris Pate on behalf of Margarita Exiga, who appears by Zoom.
And we are set for preliminary hearing today. Are we ready to proceed?
Judge, we don't have KBI labs, and this is a case where it's not noted in the narrative, and I don't have a copy of a field test in the file. The state will need to ask for continuance for the KBI lab. It was sent out January 18th, 24. The stop was December 30th.
Do you know why we don't have a field test?
No, I don't. It isn't noted in the narrative or affidavit, and I don't have a copy of one. And I looked on the disc to see if I have a photo in there, because sometimes they put all the photos in the disc and there's not one in this case.
Well, they had to have some cause for the charge, the arrest and the charge, surely.
Well, I can pull up the video of the baggie and the crystalline substance that was in it that was put in on top of the ice in the cup in the car, but it hasn't been tested that I know of.
Okay, so we charged methamphetamine even though it could have been anything, or?
Well, based on the officer's experience and training of the Ziploc baggie full of crystalline substance.
And there isn't any other crystalline substance that looks like that?
Not generally, that's why we confirm at the lab.
Well, what I'm getting at is if he felt there was cause and you felt there was cause to charge methamphetamine,
They're not required to do a field test on every case. This looks like meth, is like meth, went to the lab to be tested for meth by the KBI lab. If you want me to dismiss the case and refile it when the lab comes in, I sure will. Then I'll have to summons the defendant and she won't be on bond.
Ooh, look at the stare. Look at the stare from Judge Webster. I almost said Washington. Shots fired. Not really shots fired. Attitude fired. Let's say that. Judge Webster's holding back so hard right now.
we're gonna take a brief recess.
Yeah, you are. Even Mr. Pate was
Versus
like, yeah,
Margarita
I'm not
and
touching
Ziga,
this.
Same parties as before. Now, Ms. Gillette, first of all, as I've told you before, that tone needs a little bit of adjustment. And secondly, are you asking for a continuance then because you do not have the evidence you believe you need to show probable cause?
All right, I'm going to let this run out. There's only about 2 minutes left. Hope you guys all have a great rest of your day. I will be live tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. As always, see you then. Till next time. Bye.
Yes, Judge, we asked for a continuance. That's what I asked for so that we can have the KBI labs.
All right, now, Mr. Pate, do you object to that continuance?
Your Honor, I'm not taking a position one way or another on the request.
All right, well, that sounds like you're not objecting to it then. It's probably a good thing we're not going to prelim because I don't know how anyone can look at a bag, no matter how much training and experience, even a lab analyst, and say, oh, this is meth, or oh, this is rock candy. Could be either one. And I'm sure Sergeant Cordell, you're wanting to jump in on that, but I'm not going to let you do it. I'm sure you've got appropriate answers. We will set this over to May 31st at 1:30. Does anyone have a problem with that?
Is that for a prelim or is that your PHC time?
Missy, that's for prelim, right?
Yes, Judge, it is for the prelim.
Prelim.
Okay.
All right. Thank you all, and we will be in recess.